back in the building. And what's the deal? Y'all know what it is, but before we get started, you might look at the intro and be like, man, why that intro? Bro, if you know me, if you know anything about me, I love the elements. It's in the elements, bro. You see creation at its greatest. But this the wheelhouse. I got my bros in the building. Ralph, what's the deal, bro?
Nothing much, man. Chilling. Good to be back in the, should I say house of the Lord? Or,
The wheelhouse of the Lord. Corey, what's the deal, bro?
What's good, Brody? Good to be back with my bros.
Yes, sir.
Doing what we love.
Already, bro. I would, man. Like I say, we're going live right now. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Y'all check us out on any one of them. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do all that. But check this out, the origin of the wheelhouse. If you're new to the wheelhouse, you don't know the origin is, check this out. 1 John 2:17, the world and its desires will pass away, but whoever does the will of God does what, Ralph? Lives
Forever and ever.
and ever. And if, like I say now, the wheelhouse, yahoo.com is going out of control now with emails. I was like, Lord, this mug been empty for a long time. He said, bro, shut up and just wait. Now we full. Like I said, you got prayer requests. Now, if you want to do an interview, hit us up at the wheelhouse, yahoo.com. Check us out right there. Theme scripture for 20 and 23 is Psalms 119 and 130. The unfolding of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple. So if you feel like you're simple, guess what? The unfolding of his word gives light. So now you can walk the straight and narrow path. Yeah, man. Without further ado, y'all do this right quick. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom, like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Without further ado, man, we're gonna get into it. Hopefully the bro be in a minute, so we can have this full horseman going on. Tonight we talking about some crumbs. Crumbs and crumbs.
When you're talking about from no cookies or
bro, hey, bro, I promise you, we finna show you how significant these crumbs really are. But before I do that, man, this is what I want to do. Before I do that, before we get into the crumbs, man, I ain't gonna lie, I just got through grilling jerk chicken. Check it out. I can grill some jerk chicken, made some greens, and I made some Caribbean rice.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. All right, so I was in there getting it, bro. I'm talking about, bro. I'm out there. I got the grill fired up, man. I got the stove going with the greens on that thing. Then I backdoored them. I killed them with the Caribbean rice, bro. That mother was
you acting like your daddy say, huh?
Bro, they going ham in there, bro. I'm talking about for real. So the house smelling real Caribbean right now, bro. It smell like we in a Jamaican restaurant in this joint, bro.
Yeah, show them boys out there in Atlanta how the A really do it. Arkansas.
Real A, bro. At the RK. You know what I'm talking about? The RK, not the TL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, I'm finna Ralph, you got the scriptures, man. You want me to go and tackle them joints?
Nah, I got it.
Go and do your thing. We're gonna look at Matthew 15, 21 through 28, bro. Read that joint slow, cause I'm finna break this mug down like a cheap tent or cheap picnic gear at Dollar Tree, bro.
Man. All right, let's do it. Jesus went away from there and withdrew into the district of Tyre and Sidon.
Yeah, you can.
And a Canaanite woman from the region came out and began to cry out, saying, "Have mercy on me, Lord, son of David. My daughter is cruelly demon possessed. But he did not answer her a word. And his disciples came and implored him, saying, Send her away, because she is shouting at us. But he answered and said, I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel. But she came and began to bow down before him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs. But she said, Yes, Lord, but even the dogs feed on the crumbs which fall from the master's table. Then Jesus said to her, O woman, your faith is great. It shall be done for you as you wish. And her daughter was healed at once.
Where do I want to start with this one, bro? I
So,
actually, man, right before we got on, man, I was looking at something. I'm talking about this probably was like 30 minutes ago. And I was
Yeah.
reading something, and it's for somebody who may be watching or may tune in later, man. As I was reading it, I saw that she said, basically the part when it said, Lord, son of David, have mercy on me. My daughter is suffering terribly from a demon possession. Some stuff that we have birthed or a promise that God has given us has been possessed. She was coming not merely because she was in anguish, but because what she birthed was.
mm,
Mm.
The very thing that she birthed was tormented. So she came for that thing that she birthed that was tormented. She came in place of that because that thing that she birthed didn't have the ability to come. And not
mm,
only did it didn't have the ability to come, when she came in the position of not merely just knowing Jesus by name, because she said, Lord, son of David.
mm-hmm,
So she had went to the well and found out some information about who this Lord and Savior was because she called him the son of David. And looking at that and looking at the crumb, but I don't really want to get into the crumbs quite yet. Well, right quick. I mean, yet, but the thing I wrote down was depending on the appetite of the person determines how significant the crumbs are. And looking at the crumbs, we see to some people crumbs are throwaway.
mm-hmm.
But but if you understand how much I love cheesecake, when I finish the cake, I eat the crumbs too
Mm.
because of my love for the cheesecake. I leave no evidence of what I had on my plate. You know what I'm saying? So the crumbs and everything get ate up. And and my last, and I'm gonna let y'all boys have this, man, on the last one. Check this out. By Jesus not answering her, it made her pursue whatever he was willing to give up that much more. Because he didn't answer her on her first request. It said he said not a word. And
Right.
then his disciples was like, bro, can you send her away? Because she just keep hollering at us.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually his silence drew her even closer and made her more dependent on him. And a lot
Right.
of times in the silent times of our life, and I'm speaking, and Crumbs, I ain't gonna lie, this joint for me just be 100. Y'all want to be honest. This joint for me, like this joint tonight is for me, Crumbs. Period.
Young Crumbs.
Young Crumbs, bro. I'm talking about Crumbs. Hey, fam, Crumbs Snatcher. That's where I'm at right now, bro. Cause, cause it's to the point to where even though I see crumbs, I still know it came from a loaf. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
still
Right.
know it came from a, you know what I'm saying, from the source. I still know the crumbs still they still embody the ingredients of the source.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if that's all I have to feed on right now, then
Right.
I'm that dog sitting by my master's table waiting on the crumb to fall
Yeah, man.
because I
I can
want
say
the
that.
ingredient. I want his ingredients in me.
Right.
Hey, it kind of remind me of the woman with the issue of bleeding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't even have to. All she had to do was touch his robe, man. She didn't even have to touch him. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And getting, touching his robe was just like getting a piece of that crumb.
You know,
Yeah.
um, we I think the app like okay, so the taste buds are a definite reason to chase out the crumbs, right? Like you said, for the love of cheesecake, bro. Me and you probably both clean the pie, the whole pie. But I think what skipped over is uh, the condition of the person, right? Because uh, if I bring you, um, it don't have to be cheesecake. If I bring you something that I know you like, though, right? It's
Yeah.
not guaranteed that because you've eaten, it's not guaranteed you're gonna get the crumbs. Let me get that same meal to one of these folks under the bridge
Mm-hmm.
that haven't eaten.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's the desperation that she was presenting that led her to the hey man, listen, I take the crumbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't always got to because like you gotta look, bro. Um, it was the set of circumstances that led her there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The people that already knew Jesus weren't looking for the crumbs. It was the ones that needed them the most then. You dig what I'm saying? And he wasn't budging, and he was with the ones that didn't know they needed him the most.
No
He
doubt.
went, but the one that came up, he went budging on them. He ain't even answer, like you said, he ain't even answer the first time. But Jesus be moved based, he be moved based on scripture. What I'm saying, Jesus be moved based on your heart posture
No doubt.
Yeah.
more than anything.
No doubt.
You dig what I'm saying? Because that boy said, look, okay, that woman, she was at least um out of that uh Arabic lineage. That boy, a whole nother ethnicity. The centurion. You know the Jews didn't have no century. They didn't have no armies like that.
Yeah.
This boy wasn't even from that lineage. He got Jesus to move based on look, man. I understand authority. You know what? Look at this, y'all. He get it, and he ain't even. You know what I'm saying? That's why it hits different when Paul talked about look, you a Gentile. What difference do it make if we chasing after what we chasing after? You dig what I'm saying? What makes me better than them because I was born under the law of the circumcision?
Yeah.
No, because if that boy said, if I'm born under the law and I obey the law, and somebody that's not born under the law innately obey the law, they in better shape than me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hence the whole situation, bro. If I know I'm child of Abraham, and I think I'm just supposed to, say, oh yeah, I'm cool because I don't even need the crumbs because the loaf here for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody roll up and be like, okay, look, I don't even have to have a whole slice. Just give me the ingredients.
No
You know what
doubt.
I'm saying? Just give me some of it.
Some of it,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Because clearly they don't need it like I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is falls back to what Rap was talking about. The lady was like, "Look, man, I've been riding around here 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to everybody. I'm through talking. Let me touch something.
Yeah.
Let me hold something. Let me grab something. Because, bro, you know how much faith it takes for you to fight through a crowd to believe that if you touch somebody, your world gonna be fixed.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's folks that sit up needing God in church right now.
Man.
Won't say
Man.
a word because
Man.
they conditioned to believe that
Yeah.
this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
That's
gonna
good,
suffer in
man.
silence.
No suffering. You don't even have
You're
to.
gonna suffer in silence. And
Man.
and all you need to fix it is crumbs.
That's it.
You don't got to get the lady just showed us. We don't have to have the whole loaf, bro. The crumbs will fix it.
Fix it.
The
Mm-hmm.
residue off Jesus will fix it. What old boy
Oh.
be doing on the internet? That'll fix it.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, bro, I know I was rambling, but
no, you good.
yeah, man. I just wanted to make sure that I said that because everybody ain't probably gonna be like maturation levels is gonna be different.
No doubt
You
that,
know what I'm
and
saying?
that's why I was jumping out when I said that depending on the appetite of the person determines how significant crumbs are.
Right.
So it's like you saying the cat on the bridge. He gonna like why eat the paper.
I'm-
You know what I'm saying? Because it's because
My-
hey
that boy, wow.
because of the you know what I'm saying, because basically I don't even know where my next meal coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
when it's coming. You know what I'm
Desperate.
saying? So
Yeah.
my my desperation might cause that Burger King paper to have a hole in it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's the same way with the lady. And
Yeah.
I had put this down too when I was reading it. The dogs, check this out, dogs are always at the ready.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you if you eating, you know what I'm saying? If we all eating at the table, you got a dog sitting over there. He at the ready at all time for something to fall up off that table.
Man.
Right
Come
at your
on.
face.
Radio I'm talking about just, he
Mhm.
just waiting on something. With he like, man, I promise you nothing ain't finna fall. And it's like when Jesus said that, you know what I'm saying, people could take that and be like, man, he talking about he called them dogs and children, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But he was using that illustration to show it actually made her, she didn't become distraught by what he's saying or offended.
Right.
Mhm.
But she was like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? I don't take the children's bread and give it to the dogs.
Yeah.
He said, but she said, but the dogs basically at a ready on the master.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm not looking to the children, I'm looking to you. That's why I came to you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking for something from you. So
Yeah.
whatever comes from you can heal my situation and change that thing.
Mm.
Right.
So I'm looking to my master. I ain't looking to these kids. It's cool. It's cool for me not to take for you not to take their breads and give it to the
Yeah. Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
want it
wouldn't
from
do.
you.
Yeah.
Good, bro.
He probably was thinking the same thing. I wouldn't get no dog my kids
You know what
bread.
I'm talking
But
about?
see, but I think in that moment, bro, uh the the
Man.
possibility of wholeness outweighed
Yeah, buddy.
the possibility of offense.
Yeah, buddy.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So she was gonna like he
Cause he
probably
could have
could have.
said anything.
I'm talking about he could have talked bad about her mama. Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. I understand. You don't like my mama. Cool. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
But can we get this baby fixed?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, you don't like who else? Who else? You don't like my granny? That's what's up.
Mhm.
What's up with you know what I'm saying? The baby is dying.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. So in a nutshell, it's really, bro. That I don't think, like you said, like we just talked about the maturation
Yeah.
of the consumer, even the scripture, right?
Uh-huh.
It can easily sound like, man, Jesus talking crazy to these folks, but um, I think that's one of those situations where the they understood the text at the time, though.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
colloquialisms or whatever they were using. Like we could take be like, what you mean I'm a dog?
You got counseled, bro.
See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Who you calling a dog? You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
bro? But I, it's a position thing, bro. Like them folks, the folks that was born into that lineage, they probably felt like, okay, well, yeah, y'all is the dog,
Mhm.
cause Jesus had to tell that boy Peter, don't call,
Yeah.
don't call what I call clean unclean no more.
Yeah. No doubt.
You dig what I'm saying? Cause I mean, I ain't God, so I don't understand completely what the reason behind the shift was, but I think what I'm saying, from like the context of that particular part of the scripture, it was like, y'all missing the point.
Mhm.
Okay, so since y'all think that this is exclusive to y'all, not priority first to y'all. Y'all think, okay, this is us and this is us alone. No, I ain't died for that. I died for the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole world.
Yeah.
Past, present, future. Whoever gonna accept it, they you know, they get a pardon. Them boys were treating it like, I don't care who. If you ain't born under these, if your genealogy don't say this, when you die, it's over for you.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jesus had to kind of, you know what I'm saying, get some straightening. Like, man, listen, bro. When I said love your neighbor as yourself, I didn't just mean your next door neighbor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he doubled back and say, you know, love your neighbor as I love you.
Yeah.
But at that point, you know what I'm saying, we already knew what was up. You mean tell me I gotta die for him? You know what I'm saying? I gotta love him like that. I gotta be willing to lay my life down for him, and I don't even like him. Yep, that's exactly what I'm asking. Rough situation there, bro.
Yeah, that's tough.
But you know what? When I hear it, I keep on hearing the scripture says he's a rewarder of those that diligently seek after him. You know what I'm saying? Like I think what we've been comfortable with is being this mediocre believer that get comfortable with just doing it at the pace that seems natural and common for us to seek after God. You know, here go a person that's saying, I hear what you're doing for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like blind Bartimaeus, you know, I'm hearing about what you're doing about for everybody else. But this is my condition or the situation that I'm in that I can't seem to get away from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we get so comfortable with our condition that our condition determines the fact that how we react and how we respond to the God that we serve and what we say and what we do. And our emotions begin to determine that, well, if he haven't did it, he's not going to do it. Or I'm gonna just be honest, the quote unquote believer, we try to psych ourselves out of it to say, well, maybe that wasn't his will for my life. You know what I'm saying? And and it causes us to have a wavering faith. And this is what the word said: a double-minded man cannot obtain anything from the Lord. So if I'm so double-minded, then this is what I'm telling you at this particular point. This is what I know to be true. That you say you are God and you are able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask or think according to the power that worketh within me. So the power that's working within me is urging me to call for you to bring forth the power that's in you to make the power of God be evidence in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I need. I need you to make this happen for me. This is not a philosophy. This is not a theory. This is something that I understand that is evident. And I'm not changing my mind. I'm not going to get consistent with doing other stuff that makes me function and make me act out of myself, because the elements of what is happening here could be happening with my daughter. I don't need to bring her here. I need you to send the word. I need you to manifest on my behalf. So whatever needs to take, if you need to call me a dog, I'm ready to get down low for it. What if you need to call me a giraffe? I'm ready to get in the tree for it. Whatever it takes at this particular point, I'm grabbing all that I got, because I understand is your little bit will make a lot happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we that's why this is something that I've been working with even with myself, because I've been telling myself, people talk about the praise that's on the inside of me, that is exemplified on the outside. You ain't got to do all that. You take too long for that. You know, I told you about your boy I've been listening to. We've become so traditionalized. We ain't got to be in church all day. Well, what if God did tell us to be in church all day? We don't become so sensitized to what we believe, and we think that's all that it takes. But what if it takes a little more to push and prime, not for God to do it, but for us to get out of the elements of ourselves to get what God needs to be done and manifest to move out of the way.
Outside of comfort.
Bro, you know what? While you was talking just now, what I realized the common theme is that as passionate or as thirsty as Jesus was in his pursuit, on the flip side of that coin, it's the common thread was that the ones who showed the most passion to get a change yielded the biggest results. Like you talked about blind Bartimaeus, right? They tried to shut him up. He got louder, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The guy that got lowered down in the roof, he didn't even have the passion. He didn't have the strength to have the passion. His friends had the passion enough for him. He's like, bro, we finna climb this roof. We finna pull bro up and we finna lower him down. We gonna bust somebody's ceiling open and lower him down off in there, right? That's a different type of hunger, right? The lady, she fought through a crowd, bro, just to touch him.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's people that like, you know what I'm saying, clearly, the centurion we were just discussing. Clearly he didn't stay close.
Yeah.
The man said he said it, when he was talking to Jesus, he said, I tell one go and he go. I tell one come and he come. So that means he could have sent somebody to go get Jesus. He went and got him himself.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So the ones that was willing to chase him, the same way Jesus is willing to chase you, the lost one. He'll lead the 99 for the one, right?
Yeah, man.
If you reciprocate that, it's the common theme is that's what showed the greatest results. And like Corey said, that's where it come in. Like, what you mean? You don't got to do all that. That don't make sense to me. What is all that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, because fam, you don't get like a fisherman. If a fisherman go sit at the lake and fish, you can't tell a fisherman that he been out there too long, because too long to him ain't enough time, because I'm invested in what I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we put enough investment into what we want. If I'm hungry for it, I'm hungry for it. Like you just said, at every aspect that it comes. If I'm hungry for it, the nature of however it comes is gonna come to me. Because to me, like what y'all say, like them little Hershey pies at Burger King, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the end of it is better to
part.
me than it is at the beginning. So what I do is I eat and I tolerate. I tolerate the part that is. I tolerate the part
You got one of Charlie
that's
Fires in there?
good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I tolerate that part that I'm trying to get to in order to enhance the ability of what I want.
What you want?
What we don't understand is sometimes we gotta tolerate getting the crumbs before we get the whole manna. Because if we don't understand how to handle the crumbs, the manna won't never mean nothing to me.
Man, look, how many fishermen you know hear that and leave the pole out there to do the work?
You hear me?
I'll be back to get
it. Yeah.
Oh, gone.
Hey, we got a fisherman in our brotherhood.
Yeah.
Hey, how many times you gonna drop them fishing poles off at the pond?
At the pond and left.
Yeah.
Never, bro.
Not a time. Not once.
That mug will be gone when I get back.
You hear me? Bottom of the lake. That mean it's something that's gonna be required of you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It's gonna be something that's, bro. I don't know nobody that during their prayer, God don't say, okay, God say I do all the work.
Already. Man, y'all don't know. Y'all riding down my lane right now.
That ain't even faith, bro.
Man.
That don't require no faith.
Yeah.
Faith is an action. That's a verb.
Yeah.
You gotta put it into action.
Yeah.
You gotta work.
Man.
Yeah, bro. You gotta work. Listen, imagine, bro, it wouldn't even been no Bible. If Moses would have been like, yeah, man, I hear you and everything, but I don't know.
Ain't been pen nothing.
Yeah, you hear me? Well, it would have been, you know what? It would have been the Bible. It just wouldn't have been no Moses in it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bro, this is what the killer part about it is. I'm learning the difference between sacrifice and obedience. Yeah. See, the fact of the matter is, The sacrifice was me using my hand to have to write. But the obedience is you writing what I tell you to write.
Yes, sir.
The sacrifice was me staying up all night writing.
Let's go.
But the obedience is you writing what I tell you to write.
Man.
See, what we don't understand is we try to make the sacrifice be the thing that add up to the obedience. The obedience has its own weight by itself because it's always going to outweigh the sacrifice.
Right.
The thing about this woman, even in this passage that we're talking about, her obedience was, the Bible told me, says, if I ask anything in your son Jesus' name, then you will do it. I'm coming asking in your name as a son of yours, as a child of yours. I'm here asking you something. So if I ask it in your name, and if I believe on it, the Bible says that you will do it. So this is what I'm saying. The sacrifice, what we look at is the sacrifice. It's heavy and it's weighted. Don't get me wrong. But the obedience outweighs the sacrifice every time because it moves the sacrifice to understanding what it took me having to go through this process to get what I needed. The disciples, when they was walking and they was walking with Jesus, that was a sacrifice. That wasn't obedience. The obedience was them doing what Jesus telling them to do. You had to sacrifice leaving your wife and your children, your home. You had to sacrifice leaving your job and all of that. That was a sacrifice. But the obedience was, if you do what I tell you to do, I'll make you fishermen of men.
Boy, you know what's cold? You know what's cold, bro? Look, there's certain parts of the issue, right? Man. Okay, I say it like this. I say, sacrifice, right? It'll put you in a position where you recognize that you need the crumbs.
Yeah.
Obedience, I have you walking away with the loaf.
With the full manna.
Because think about it, bro. Think about it. The lady pulled up desperate, right? Please, I'll accept the crumbs. But the faith and the obedience that she walked in got her the whole loaf.
The whole thing.
You know hey, man.
Wait, Wonder Bread.
Boy. Man. Bro, in any aspect, in any one of the miracles that Jesus performed, right? All the folks wanted was the crumbs.
The crumbs are so fulfilling.
But when Jesus stepped in, you bound to walk off with a loaf.
Oh, loaf.
Bro, the first miracle, the boy said, his mama say, do what he said. The sacrifice was, I'm going to get up. The obedience was, okay, fill these with water.
Yeah.
Pots. Not a pot. Pots. Walk in there. All right. All you needed was one. Pass it around. It's a party, right? You had the obedience to get the one and walk away with a whole bunch of pots.
Yeah.
You had obedience to make me a cake first.
Yeah.
You walk away with, let me keep dipping until the drought over.
Yeah.
You had obedience to walk up and grab the mantle. You walk away with whatever, bro. What's the joint? The leprosy. Mad about it. Go and dunk in there and see what happened to you. Say his skin was better than it was before he got leprosy.
Yeah.
Obedience will get you the loaf.
Man.
That's crazy. I ain't never even think about the course yet.
Hey, Ralph, you got something, bro? Because I'm finna go somewhere.
No.
Let me pull my maps out real quick.
You got some, Ralph? I'm finna go somewhere, bro.
Nah, go for it.
All right, bro. Check it out, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm always watching something crazy. I was watching this. I always watch these little Bushman type shows. What he do is pull up like a loan and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, my boy
I watch these little snippets of what these boys they pull up on the outdoor scene, and it's half made or sometimes not even made. And what they would do they would begin to work on the shelter. And they would, you would see them starting with the groundwork, and then they'll start, with the walls, erecting the walls, and putting mud and grass and dirt all over the crib. But the thing is, a lot of the scenes I seen, it was always cold. And when Corey started talking, I wrote this down. Tired of cutting wood, because y'all talking about obedience and sacrifice.
Yeah.
A lot of times, as I began to watch them shows, I see, and in my mind, I'm always thinking like how to stay comfortable or warm in those situations. Because you will see them erecting the cribs, erecting the walls and the roof and all that type of stuff, putting the bed in, and then they would always build this little small fireplace. And the fireplace, you know what I'm saying? The little place was probably not even 20 feet by 20 feet. You know what I'm saying? A little small joint, but they would always have the fireplace in the middle. And like I said, when Corey was talking, I wrote down tired of cutting wood. And a lot of times with our obedience and sacrifice, we get tired of cutting wood because knowing when we go to sleep, that fire gonna go out. But it's on us to keep supplying that fire with wood so that we may keep the environment, you know what I'm saying, comfortable for us to be in. Yeah. And a lot of times what Corey was talking about when he was talking about the dude in the church, and the dude said in church, like, we have set programs at church. Like, church, this start here, and church gonna be over by 1:00. But when he went to another country, he found out that the environment was totally different. They fire burned longer because they was willing to keep cutting wood. They was willing to keep the fire burning, keep bringing wood to the fire. He said I heard Miss Christie, she told me this when she went to Africa, they would walk 1, 2, 3 days to church. So when I get to church, I'm not satisfied with no hour or two service. We finna spend a night in this joint.
Yeah.
I come here, like you said, fam. I come here for crumbs, but I'm finna leave with loaves. I'm finna leave with Flowers Bakery when I leave this joint. Because my sacrifice of 2, 3 days walking here.
It was for my obedience.
It's for it's for the overflow of my obedience, Corey, when we get there. So when I get there, I'm getting everything that God has for me. I'm showing it by my sacrifice. Like you said, Corey, the disciples, he told them, leave your nets, leave that. I'll leave all that stuff behind and follow me.
Yeah.
Follow me. He said, where you stand, come and see. Come and see. And so they sacrifice is that blind faith. But they faith is not in their own ability. It's in the one who called them. So my faith is wrapped in his voice, in his word. So by him calling me, I will continue to do what? Cut wood. I'm gonna continue to cut wood. I ain't gonna go on my next tangent because I got a National Geographic joint I watched today too. I'm gonna let y'all boys go and run with it.
Hey, man, it's wild that you, bro, because all it showed me was that not only is it they hunger. I mean, it's their desperation, but it's they hunger. You dig what I'm saying? Like it ain't the same. Yeah, man. The zeal to even find out ain't the same. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that I think we so jaded by the fact that it's so prevalent here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That we have the freedom to seek. Yeah. That we get jaded by the fact that it can be taken away. No doubt. We get jaded by the fact that we don't have to go hide and worship in private. Yeah. So sometimes we get so jaded that we take it for granted. And I feel like that's the biggest difference, bro. I feel like, oh yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all boys you ain't no kids walking around, you know what I'm saying, the way they walk around over there, you know what I'm saying, in the remote parts of Africa. Yeah. What's the remote part of America? You see what I'm saying? So the desperation different. Like no, I don't just need you in the moment.
Cause bro,
you know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
It's called that seat. Yeah, it's that seat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And we don't seek, we don't, bro.
Bro, at all.
It's like that. It's a hiding place for us that we'll get to our height. And bro, once we comfortable, we coast on through it. When we playing hide and seek, bro, you constantly looking until you find what you're looking for. Then you stop. I gotta continue the seeking part of it. Because if you don't seek, bro, it's gonna always be, oh, I found this level of God. I found the financial part of God. I found the healing part of God. I found the mystical part of God where I feel good. But we don't continue to seek him and say, after I found that part of you, because he said, I go to prepare a place for you that you may be also. And in my Father's house, there are many mansions. There's different places in me that you will never be able to find all of me, but you get comfortable in that one room.
Yeah.
You know, hey, check this out, bro. This is the analogy I was thinking about, bro.
Boy.
A person that's walking on a hot day would love to be a person that was riding a bicycle on that same day. The person that's riding a bicycle on that same day would love to be the person that drove past them in a car that don't got no AC in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it takes for a person to be riding in a luxury vehicle to see a person that don't got no legs, that can't even walk at all, to actually be grateful for the fact that they got a car.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Because think about it, bro. It's our homeless folks be having cell phones.
Yeah, I know, right?
Think about that, bro. Our homeless people have cell phones. You think people gonna honor God the way God deserves to be honored here? Ain't no desperation.
Because, bro, even when you look at it, you put a homeless person, say, for instance, I bring a homeless person in a house and I tell a homeless person, hey, it's $1 million in the house. You got to find it. What they gonna do? They gonna look for the $1 million. But if I don't make it to a point where they cannot find the $1 million, something in them gonna click and say, I'm homeless. I'm in a house. Anybody coming up in here? Let me hide somewhere to be able to just have shelter. Because I got what I need. See, when God put us in the earth and told us we are a spiritual being, then he said they will find what they need. They'll find me because they need me as their source, their being, and everything that's on the inside of them. When he put mankind, the spirit species in the earth, he said they ain't gonna stop until they find me, because everything on the inside of them is gonna long for something that is greater than them. What we do is we get inside of the house and we get comfortable and be like, as long as my family good, as long as my everything is good, I don't seek him for anything. But God is like, you got to go beyond that level, because that's why you're not fulfilled.
Ooh, that boy cool
right now, in everything in us, right now, this is what God is like shifting the mindset of the people to. We are different hybrid now. You cannot just be fulfilled because you don't got healed now. You can't be fulfilled because that feeling will go away. That's why even when the people that were following after him, he tells them, he says this to them. He says to them, he said, now go to your way and sin no more. Meaning, don't go get out of alignment, because now you've been put back into alignment. You found the thing that has snatched you out of your mind, snatched you out of the sense of knowing who you are. You found that thing, it centered you and put you back in the path of righteousness. But look at what they do. They don't turn and go back to the thing that they were familiar with. They start following him. Why? Because now something on the inside of me is saying, I need to shift into this person and I need to become the fullness of. So now in them, they find, even them that did experience him, they walk back and they go tell somebody else. They say, hey, not only did this happen for me, but look at the thing that he's done. This is the knowledge, the information that I've been looking for, because I got fulfillment now.
Yeah, man.
I can't walk out of myself. I got the crumbs fulfilled me, if that's all I can get.
Hey,
the
man,
nuggets fulfilled me.
What happened to them folks with this right here, bro? It's hard to go after all you had is bologna. It's hard to taste steak and then willingly go back to bologna.
No, yeah, because I don't want that.
I'm gonna follow the steak.
And I'm gonna find a better quality of it each time I go back.
You hear me? That's what them boys say. What he said, man, y'all just go where we supposed to go, Lord? Think about it. Where are we gonna go? Where is better than here?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And and that's where we lose it at over here, bro. That's why we talk about in them third worlds where they trying to get in the present, bro. Because they done experience what where else we gonna go, Lord?
Yeah. And I think it's what I seen today, y'all. Here I go. National Geographic.
Come on.
I think it's what I seen today, bro. I seen a phenomenon on National Geographic today. I seen 5 cheetahs hunting together.
Mm-hmm.
They said scientists are baffled because cheetahs don't do this.
Right.
And I think, Corey, what you was talking about, the comfortable part, I think what's happening is our natural maturity has made us spiritually comfortable. But check this out. This what the cheetahs were doing. They had, I think, 2 or 3 youngsters in the group. I think it was 3 youngsters and 2 old, mature cheetahs. And the young ones, they was about their life. They was like, bro, we see meat, take off. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, though. A lot of times in church, we'll try to dumb down that zeal because we so mature.
Yeah.
When God is trying to use that, and especially times like this, to get us back in the right alignment.
Right.
Because it's the heart's passion and desire of the woman who want her daughter to be healed of this demonic oppression that drove her to not shut up. So the disciples was the people who trying to shut that zeal down.
Yeah.
Send her away. Send her away. Cause she just keeps screaming at us. But Jesus looking at them, he like, bro, y'all don't understand that her zeal and her passion is what's gonna pull her promise out of me.
Facts.
and I think a lot of times, like them 5 cheaters was hunting today. Like I say, the 3 youngsters, when they seen food, them boys was at it, bro. Even if they didn't catch it, they had the whole what were them gazelles, and they had boys running everywhere, bro. They was just they weren't trying to hide. They weren't trying to, you know what I'm saying, come up with their church plan. They weren't trying to come up with their organized joint. They weren't trying to figure out when to sing, when to shut up, when to preach, when to clap, when to stand, when to sit. They weren't trying to figure out none of that. Them boys said, I see food, I'm gonna go get them. The Bible said the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And at the end of the day, we too busy trying to work on the business plan instead of working on the God's plan. He's saying, go get the harvest, bro. Go get the harvest and do what I tell you to do. Quit work. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, but this is the problem with the modern day society. We need the older and the younger mindset because this is what happened. The zeal of the young person will make us pursue the God and go and bring him to us. But the older people will teach us how to pace ourselves and stay focused to get to that place that we were supposed to be in God. But we don't know how to marinate or marry the two because we're so divided that we're trying to make them feel as if they're not needed as a older generation. And the younger generation is so divided because you can't tell them that your zeal will run out eventually if you're not able to stay persistent and focus on what you're going after. Because even what you just said, the zeal of the young one was focused on what he was going after. I'm not going to let nothing else change my mindset because I'm looking forward to what I'm about to have. I can see it. I can taste it. I can understand it. But this is what I got to understand. If something else come across me, I got to be able to train myself to stay focused because this ain't going nowhere. Stay focused. Don't move. But this is why we got to understand. Like this woman, she's persistent. She's consistent. I'm telling you, he says in the word, he begins to tell us, he said, they that diligently seek after me. Meaning I got to be consistent. I got to be persistent. If I go tomorrow and I don't get the report of my healing, keep going back. If I don't go next week and it doesn't happen, keep going back. Next year, it ain't happened. Keep going back. I'll come. But we get so off task. I got to find another system to make this work. God doesn't need another system for it. He need our faith to stay in attack and alignment. Quit trying to walk out of alignment with what you want to see happen, what you want to be done, and stay focused on what he said to do.
Man.
Yeah. The zeal without wisdom, it's probably gonna fizzle out, bro.
It's gonna fizzle out.
Because after you apply so much of yourself and you don't yield a desired result, you start to get discouraged along the way. Them boys we gonna get tired. If it wasn't no strategy for them young cheaters, eventually they was gonna get tired of chasing them gazelles, bro. That's why you do need the old heads. You need the wisdom. Be like, hey, bro, look, why you doing that? Remember them tigers we was talking about? One of y'all go over there and yeah, it was two tigers.
Yeah.
One of y'all go lay off in the ravine down there and the unchasing. Then we'll get it. We'll get all that we need then. Them boys started, like you said, they was out there hunting for sport. But
Bro,
somewhere along the line, wisdom kicked in. Because it's you can know as much as you want to know. You know what I mean? They just mean you can retain information. Wisdom don't come to you applied. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of young preachers that done dove right out and try to start a church. But ain't asked nobody with a successful church how to run it.
What he say?
Step on them, damn. Step on them, bam. Step on them.
You dig what I'm saying?
And what's funny, bro? Y'all know. The story was that National Geographic went over because what ended up happening is, like I said, it was 3 youngsters and 2 old heads. What began to happen at the end, and they ended up just taking boys out. The 2 old ones, they would just sit back and watch as the youngsters take out. You know what I'm saying? And then what they end up doing, one of the old heads went and he pretty much said, I'm the alpha. And he bullied. I ain't gonna lie, he went and bullied all of them. Like they was sitting around, he just went and bullied. Basically, he was telling them, bro, listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. And they had, you know what I'm saying, because they, cheetah fast as animal in the joint. So he was like, bro, just because we the fastest don't mean this is what it looked like to me, what he did to him. Just because we the fastest don't mean that we don't come with a plan. And so they ended up, the 2 old heads ended up leading the charge. And they used the zeal and the will of the youngsters to run them down.
Right.
But they set the trap first. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up using the will and the zeal of the young cats. Like, we gonna set the trap. Y'all boys just wait till we set it, because we already know y'all got the wheels or whatever. So they set the trap, you know what I'm saying? They ended up running them down. They took down an animal. They were like, cheetahs don't take down animals this size. Right. But they understood that 5 of us working together can take them down. And I think that's a lot of times, even with Christian circles, we try to stay in our comfort zone, in the sense of like kind, in the sense of community. Like the remnant ain't gonna always look like me. You know what I'm saying? The remnant might look like somebody from Ukraine or something. You know what I'm saying? Right. The remnant, and it's, I think a lot of times, like I say, they never seen 5 cheetahs work together.
Right.
And like I say, for me, just even like looking over different parts of my life, I'm starting to see that, like, God is opening up avenues to where I'm starting to talk to people who are nowhere near similar.
Yeah.
But we carry the same spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like in conversation, we have the same tone, the same frequency, the same, you know what I'm saying? We have the same vernacular, and it's a marrying of the spirit within us. And I think once we come outside of that comfort zone and begin to unite with the remnant who are filled with the spirit of God, then you will see basically the body build.
Yeah. And you're using all avenues of it, bro. I think one of the key components, like, even as we keep on talking about this and the woman, we don't understand that the avenues of what she needed to manifest in her life is not just affecting this one scenario where I'm coming to you. I'm making room for everybody, because for her to be even mentioned in the word, there was something that provoked the thought in Christ himself to make the disciples even look at it and be like, we need to write this one down. The Spirit is leading us to write this one down. The actions and the manifestations of this word, of this situation, of this scenario is provoking something to happen, to tell people that you cannot get comfortable with the modern day society of what is telling us to seek and what you add to the seek. What we don't understand is what Bam add to the seek. His knowledge and his information of longing for God is provoking me to say, okay, how did he find that out? What did he do to provoke God to give him that revelation, that information, that knowledge, to make me go after him in the way. I may not get what he's giving. That's why we got to understand every influence or every moment that we have with somebody is challenging them to say, oh my God, this is making me push to the next dimension. When they get to the next dimension, something is downloaded on the inside of them to say, man, I got to tell somebody else about it. Now it's touching somebody else to say, okay, that touched me, so I got to get there. This is what I'm saying when I say this. The crumbs, her provoking the fact of the matter to tell him, hey, even the dogs get the crumbs from the master's table. This is provoking Jesus to say to her, I got to give you something, because you just made me think about it. You're more worthier than the animal that is on the floor than anything, because I think highly of you. Why? Because you got my DNA, you got my manifestation. This is what we got to understand. The disciples was getting the crumbs. They didn't get the whole manna until they got into the upper room. We just celebrated Pentecost. Bro, they didn't get all of it. Jesus kept telling them, he said, y'all need to understand, I can give you the full manner. That's why it was some things that they couldn't even talk about in the presence until after he had ascended. This is what we got to understand. If we want the manifestation, sometimes we got to get around to take the little bit of parts of it and say, okay, I'm gonna keep this until it all come together. That's why I need this until it all come together. The Bible said all things work together for the good of those that love him or called according to his purpose and plan. You need to take all of the little things that you're getting right now to add up. Don't despise your small beginnings.
Right.
I'm telling you, bro.
I think God only gives us crumbs at times because he knows that, like, think about it in the natural sense. Bro, if you eat a full plate, you're satisfied. If all I'm giving you is crumbs, you're gonna keep coming. You understand what I'm saying? And
talk to us, man.
That's what divides us, regular everyday church goers, right? That's what divides us from them. The ones that it seems like there's something in them that's drawing that void that Corey was talking about, right? It seemed like we went to the well and we got satisfied. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna go because I, you know what I'm saying, I like the taste.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna go because I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna go because it's gratifying. There's a difference between being gratified and being malnourished.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we all know we need water, but if we got to the point where we can drink our waters out of bottle, we ain't got to go to no river.
I'm telling you.
You dig what I'm saying? So we take for granted the fact that it's still water. We know we need it. We know we gonna drink it. It's right there. I can go in the pantry right now and get one.
Yeah.
The minute that it stopped, then I recognize, oh nah, bro, I gotta go. I don't care what I gotta do to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, honestly, bro, I feel like once that's the part that, the scriptures say, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, turn from their wicked ways, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Call on me, and that's the revival part. Yeah. Once we actually realize that we the ones that he talking about, it ain't just the ones that, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah, we say it, You know what I mean? But you think God just want us to settle like being saved?
I know.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can't get nothing comfortable. You can't get
Yeah.
that comfortable.
Can't. And
'Cause
it's
then,
like the plenty the surplus that we live in over here. Like everything is at our fingertips.
that
And
is,
everything being at our fingertips on the way.
drop the
Everything being
mic
at
over
our, everything at our fingertips
Mm.
makes us, like you said, fam, we go not because we thirsty. We it's kinda like me saying I got a sweet tooth.
That's it,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
We get a sweet tooth every week.
Yeah, week, bro. They got a
Yeah,
sweet tooth, so I'm gonna go get some whatever
yeah,
milkshakes. So I'm gonna go get something to please can whatever. I'm gonna go get something to satisfy this sweet tooth for the moment.
yeah,
And I get that mug every Sunday. Once a week, I get that sweet tooth, man. I go, you know what I'm saying, get my candy and my milkshake or whatever, my
yeah,
cheesecake or whatever. I go get that. Then I'm
yeah.
back. You know what I'm saying? I'm good for the week
Yeah, you might get a hankering on a Wednesday night.
on a Wednesday.
Yeah, you might get one. But but wait till that stomach start whooping that back.
You know what I'm talking about, bro?
You gonna you gonna be the one unlocking the church.
But it's Stephen, hey, like it's Black Friday, Joe.
Boy,
Oh, joy.
yeah, what time is it?
Boy, try to climb
Yeah,
through the window at church.
boy gonna go to all three service.
It's sitting in
Bro,
there, man.
them boys gonna be like, hey man, listen, bro. The same thing he said the first one, that's the same thing he said in the last one. You ain't missed nothing.
Yeah,
Go home and go get this rest. Nah, bro. I missed something. I might have missed something.
better get out. I'm on our service, bro. That's
You
why I
feel me?
say, boys trying to live at church.
You hear me? Hey, but see, this is the this is the thing. Um, we are each other pit stop
Yeah,
because the church only open 2 or 3 nights a week.
no doubt. Yeah,
What happened on Monday and Tuesday and Thursday
yeah,
and Friday? All right, well, we sharpening now. What's up with it? What
I
happened
know.
on Saturday?
Yeah,
This. So
you
you
know what I'm
gotta,
talking about.
yeah, you gotta share whatever it is that you done dove in for that week.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We signed up for it. We obligated to.
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? That's a part of love. Yeah, because
Bro,
if I
y'all
love
finna
you,
start a revival.
He said he about to start a revival this month. It
I'm
We
is
just
got
that
one
saying,
month.
coming
bro.
up this
Like
week.
if I love y'all the way I say I love y'all, when I run across something, what
Yeah,
I look like keeping it to myself.
already
Your stomach whooping your back. I'm over
yeah,
here full.
full.
Mm.
No, hey man, I'm finna get this pizza. We gonna all get 2 slices
You know what I'm
till
talking
tomorrow.
about.
You dig what I'm saying?
And
Then somebody else pull the pie out. Hey man, we chopping it up. That's why it's necessary, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and
Yeah.
I'm like Corey with them. When Jesus said, "In my Father's house there
Many
many." You know what I'm saying? Many, and not being satisfied with that pantry. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
It's like it's still a living room and a bathroom and another bedroom and a you know what I'm saying, the kitchen and the dining room and whatever else in that thing that we haven't tapped into. And I think that's why a lot of times, like I say, back to my cutting wood, that we get tired of cutting wood. We get tired of fanning that flame, get tired of keeping that fire, get tired of staying, and that's why I watch that crazy stuff because it makes me it actually puts me in a place of spiritually how we should conduct ourselves and even naturally
right.
as
yeah.
being a steward. Because when I watch them shows as men and women and how every day they don't just wake up and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw on Netflix and whatever and kick back."
Man.
When they wake up, every day they wake up, they got a purpose and a plan. They got a compass for their day.
Yeah.
Every day it's either, you know what I'm saying. Today I got wood to chop. I got to build, add on to this rest of this house. I got to put the roof on this mug because I slept with a tarp on this joint last night.
Ooh.
And I think a lot of times as believers we get tired of cutting wood. We get tired of going back and saying, but the Bible say, meditate on my word both day and night. You should be like a tree planted by the rivers of living water. And as we see, fam, you talked about the centurion. That's basically what he was doing. Because when you think about it, think about what he said.
Right.
It said he thought to himself and said, "I'm a man under authority, just like you."
Yeah.
So it took meditating upon who Christ was as a individual for him to be able to come to him with that type of faith. Faith
Flesh
comes
and
by
blood
hearing,
didn't reveal it.
hearing. What's up?
Flesh and blood didn't reveal it to him.
Then reveal it. Faith comes by hearing, hearing by the word of God.
Yeah.
So and Jesus said, "Will I find such great faith?" And then, like I say, it's that meditation part that we see from the centurion, and
Yeah.
then it's the from the woman the issue of blood. It's the hearing.
Yeah.
Faith comes by hearing, hearing by the word of God. Because he say when she heard, she thought to herself, "If I just touched the hem of his garment, I will be made whole."
Right.
So it's like us not getting tired of going back, waking up every day, being having a purpose and a plan to accomplish for that day. Like God, tomorrow, what do you have for me to do? The next
Right.
day, what do you have for me to do? When I wake up in the morning, I just can't wake up and just say I'm finna just haphazardly go about my day doing something. Lord, I need your instruction. I need your direction. I need
Guidance.
your hand, your guidance. I need all that to be with me every day I wake up. So when I
Right.
wake up, I know I'm in your will. I know I'm in your purpose. I know I'm in your plan. And I know that you are guiding me. So every day I wake up, I got to go back to the chopping the wood. I got to go back to making sure that that I have food. Cause like I say, that they day-to-day necessities, bro, was always being accomplished every time they wake up. Even when they was asleep, they was thinking about what they're about to do when they wake up tomorrow. Because they knew they had the purpose and a plan to fulfill for the next day. And I think that's what Jesus said. When I go in my father's house, you can have fam. There are many rooms, bro.
Oh no, I'm
Many.
just saying, bro.
Bro.
We need to fall under that taught ministry once that. I'm just saying, bro.
Taught
Look,
already.
good look, like, bro. I was just talking about the neighbor situation, bro. I ain't even realize it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I cracked my joint open to see if I could find something, but when I opened it, it was on this in Proverbs. It's in chapter 3, verse 28. It say, "Do not say to your neighbor, go and come back, and tomorrow I'll give it."
Yeah.
Bro, what we look like talking to each other,
Yeah.
and one of us be like, "Bro, I need a word."
No
All
doubt.
right, bro. Holler at me tomorrow. I got
Yeah. You got it right now.
you. Boy, I'm talking about you sitting on it. You waiting on Saturday to drop it.
Oh, wait on the podcast.
Yeah, you waiting on the pot. Oh man, I'm gonna kill it with this one right here,
Oh, that thing is.
man. Nah, but what we look like? You better run that now and then. We'll
I'm
repeat
about
it
running.
again.
Running
Drop
now
it.
and then.
Hey man, drop the joint because if I'm gonna tell you the truth, you tell me on before Saturday, and then you run it down Saturday, I'm gonna be ad libbing. You understand
Ready.
me?
No
I'm talking
doubt, bro.
about be like Bun B. Then after you said, and then the Lord.
So, for real, bro, it is just like you say, fam. It's that boys releasing that thing to each other, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Being conduits amongst each other. Like,
right.
bro, yeah, bro, my I ain't got the block to my charger. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the block. Bro,
Yeah,
be the block today. Plug that mug up in the wall, bro. I need you, bro, today. You know what I'm
come
saying?
on, man. Come
And
on,
and I
man.
and I think that's what us is, you know what I'm saying, being what calling each other brothers
Yeah,
and understanding, and we need to do a joint on that too on brotherhood, understanding we calling each other brothers, bro. That this mug is when we say that and when we take up on that, when we take that posture and position with each other, because you know what I'm saying, Jesus, we in the household of faith now.
yeah,
So we taking up on a serious matter when we call each other brothers and
yeah,
sisters and
Right.
all that. When we say that, bro, now we are under obligation.
yeah. Different covenant. Yeah,
Different,
you
different.
dove off in that if you want to.
You
Go ahead.
know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about? So now when you look at that Ezekiel joint, he said the blood on my hands.
come on, man.
You know what I'm talking
Bro, it's a different type of obligation. That's why, cause look, bro. how you gonna get married and not do for your wife?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you, like, oh no,
She good.
I want to do. I'm gonna be married, but I'm gonna call you my girlfriend.
She good. She
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Ain't nobody finna volunteer for that. You know what
No.
I'm saying, bro? And it all fall back to, bro. A lot of that fall back to exactly what Corey was talking about earlier. Um, because I feel like God always let you know when it's something that you should share. And what Corey was talking about was the obedience part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like, nah, man, I don't want to sound crazy. If God said, hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. I'ma always give you a disclaimer before I say it. Hey man, I don't even know if this got anything to do with anything. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to be obedient.
Yeah.
God
No doubt.
told me to say, woo woo woo. I don't know if you need me, but I'm out here. What's up? And you'll be surprised
I know.
how much they actually be like, nah, bro, you know what? I needed that, bro.
Yeah. No doubt.
You dig what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
God wanted me to share this with you. And bro, it's been plenty of times where we all done had conversations and I be like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That one was on my, you know what I'm saying, on my street. So yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just that obedience part. It
But
mean
it's
a whole
real
lot.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
That's real life because I mean, I think one of the things that um, we lack in our modern day society, and that's one of the hardest things to admit. We don't have the loyalty to one another. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
um, when it get rough, we want to abort. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is not going to do what everybody wants us to do. I
Yeah.
was talking to some friends of mine the other day. We was talking about marriage. She was telling me, she said something that was so key. She said, um, I have dudes to still hit me up in my inbox. I have people to still talk to me. She said, try to talk to me. She said, but I made a choice that I want to be with this person. And through all of that, I'm not letting this person go. So I have to move all of that kind of stuff out of the way. I have to move all of those choices out of the way and
Yeah.
remain loyal to the person that I want to be with.
Yeah.
Now, what we don't understand is we don't want to accept that people make choices, and when they make those choices, you agreeing to be still loyal to them regardless of what is going on. We want to bail out when it don't feel good, when it don't seem good, when they don't make some other choices. And a lot of times that ain't always the key. That's, well, I'm not gonna say all the time. Sometimes we're looking at our own selfish ambition, trying to make a decision because of our emotions. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so we have to move those to the side and be able to choose the ability to say I'm gonna keep on seeking God for this. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest things. Like you can't allow situations around you to make you determine how you see God. You know what I'm saying? Because those
Yeah.
situations are always gonna change. My cousin told me something yesterday. He was like, you can choose to have a picnic tomorrow. Know what you're gonna take on the picnic. Know what time you're gonna get there. He said, but you can't change the weather or what it's gonna be like tomorrow. So
Nah.
if tomorrow it told you it was gonna be sunny and then you get out there and it start raining, that ain't something that you can get upset about and be mad about because you said you wanted to have a picnic. You just gotta make a decision that
Yes.
I'm still gonna have this picnic regardless of the circumstances that take place. That's what you can control. But
Yeah.
this is what I want to say too, to add on to that. We serve a God that can change the elements that is
Mm.
around us.
No doubt.
And this is not just a false teaching or something to make you feel good because we can't keep using prayer and reading our word as a crutch. The reading of the word is to make sure that we stay in alignment with the instructions that he gives us in prayer. Prayer is the gateway to be able to communicate with him the instructions that he wants us to do and be able to stay in alignment with the word. So we can't use those as gateways to say, oh, I'm praying about it. Let me read my word to see what the
No doubt.
words say about it.
No doubt.
Now, these is the actual instructions that he told you to. When God give you, he give you rhema,
Man.
then you got to do something with it.
Man. And that's crazy you say that, bro, because when y'all was just talking about family, you was talking about like having something and then saying you'll give a disclaimer.
Yeah.
And a lot and this how God deal with me. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, y'all can concur on it or follow me on this joint. This what how he deal with me. A lot of time, and I think he deal with a lot of people like this, but a lot of times he you know, let's say your little son or something, you carrying you carrying something that you know too heavy for him. And he be like, Dad, I want it. Let me have it.
Right.
And you put it in his hands, and then you just you give it, you let it, you don't let it go, but you kind of, you know what I'm saying, let a little weight on him, put a
Yeah.
little weight on him. I think a lot of times that's how God does us when he want us to release something to somebody else.
Right.
Mm.
He give us something that he know we can't carry
Right.
because it ain't meant for us to hold it. It meant for us to release it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times he'll put that weight on us, and he'll let it go a little bit. And he'll show you, bro. You know you can't carry. Kind of like I told y'all when I first got saved. The first thing he told me to do is tell my dad I love him.
Right.
And I sat out there in the yard, and I tried to carry a Mack truck on my back. And he like, bro, and I'm sitting out there for like an hour, bro, carrying this Mack truck, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, man, this ain't God, and I'm knowing it's him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm out there trying to reason with myself, bro. Like, man,
Yeah.
nah, this can't be him. But I
Right.
think a lot of times that's what he does. He'll just let us feel just a little weight.
Right.
He like, bro, this ain't for you. This for you. This for you. This for somebody else. This for me telling you to release this to somebody else. I'm gonna let you feel the weight of it for a second because I'm trying to show you something that once you release this, you not only freeing them, you freeing yourself.
Man. That's
And
one thing about lifting weights, bro.
no
It'll
doubt,
make you strong.
make it strong.
Yeah, Jack. It'll make you strong. You do it long enough. You keep on bench pressing them back truck.
Mm-hmm.
Cock Diesel walking
Talking
around.
about days of that boy,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? But that's the thing about it. You gotta leave the gym. You can't do it forever.
Nah,
Yeah, in order for you to even see results, bro. And
yeah,
that's the whole point I was trying to make, bro. You hit it on at the bottom part. The stuff that we toting around, it's gonna get to if you carry it long enough, it'll get to the point where it feels like it's pressure.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like man, like every time I see, bro, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it gotta. Okay, well you gonna keep on carrying. I'm gonna put a little bit more in that cup.
yeah,
See how you like carrying that bucket around.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To
Bro.
where it feel like it's 10 buckets,
Ooh.
20 buckets. You dragging the bucket, and I'm like, oh man, bro.
And a
You know
lot
what
of
I'm saying?
stuff we call it anxiety, depression, and all that is unforgiveness
Come on, man.
That's
and
good.
bitterness.
That's the
We
one right there.
that's,
That's the big bucket.
that's the big joy. So we calling this stuff depression and anxiety, but we holding on to unforgiveness and bitterness.
Bro.
Bro, but
Anybody
you
else
know,
hear this besides me? Go, I'm sorry, Ben, but
nah,
anybody
you
else
good.
hearing this saying, I'm going to perfect that concerning these things?
Come on, man.
I'm going to perfect, man, I keep on hearing that loud, like, he's going to
Man,
perfect those things concerning you.
Hey, Keith,
man,
the check this out. The same principle apply to forgiveness, though.
yeah,
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I need your forgiveness. All
man.
right, hey, go and come back tomorrow. I got you. Come on, man.
Nah,
How that how that gonna work for you?
nah,
I tell you how it gonna work. Ulcers,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Talking about straight
migraine.
us,
You gonna you
man.
gonna you gonna start
Ooh,
manifesting it, bro. Cause like,
ooh.
bro, God God made it to where unforgiveness will cost you more physically than it
Yeah,
will mentally.
man. Ooh, and that show you how powerful the invisible realm is.
You see what I'm saying? Boy be walking around bitter, looking like bro. Boys be sitting around looking like they 70-year-old graduate with a
Yeah,
don't know what's going on.
man,
All you had to do was let go of some of the stuff that you've been turning around this last 20 years.
man. And what's crazy, like I was talking about the cutting wood piece.
Yeah,
A lot of times, like you say. instead of boys feeding the flames, they just piling up wood.
Whole fire going
Whole
out,
fire, but not understanding that feeding that flame gonna kill that wood. So you didn't
bro.
kill the anxiety, you didn't kill depression. Every time you throw a log in that fire, bro, you killing
Yeah,
something. You killing that bitterness, that unforgiveness. You killing the weights, bro. So now you as the fire, cause I like I told you, I think I told one of y'all this, that when I had that dream about the wave of fire coming over toward me, and I took out running.
yeah,
And I just got this revelation probably like 2 weeks ago. I was talking to God, and I was just recanting that joint in my head, running in my head, constantly in my head. And God said, he told me this plain as day. He said, Kedrick, I am and I was the fire.
man, that's crazy.
Because that's where you find deliverance. You don't find it, like, and that's why I went back to that wood, bro. Every time you throw that log in the fire, that log is gonna burn down to ashes.
Yeah,
And and them ashes kind of like crumbs.
yeah,
And if we see those ashes the same way they later saw those crumbs that we see now, when I look at those ashes, I see my unforgiveness burnt up. I
right.
see my bitterness burnt up. I see it as similar to them crumbs, bro. I see the same. I see it over there. So now I no longer have to deal with that. And I think a lot of times, like I said at the beginning, boys, instead of feeding the fire, we just going up there collecting wood. The
Yeah,
boys walking around with wood. You can't even see their body. They got so much wood in their hand.
that's them young cheaters.
Them youngsters, boy, out there running.
Yeah, we're gonna go get it. We're gonna go get all the wood,
All of it.
and it's gonna be posted up,
Whole crib just full of
bro.
wood.
ain't ain't asked no old head what to do with the wood.
Nothing. Just got wood
Mhm.
everywhere.
Hey, we drop that wood. Hey, where you going? Oh man, I'm about to go back out here and get some more wood. But it's cold in here. Y'all ain't gonna build no house with it. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Nah, we just gonna get this wood.
Bro, but I mean, like, if we get it to that point, like, bro, I'm telling you, when we get full of the things that we need,
Mm-hmm.
forgiveness is not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real though,
Mm-hmm.
because I think we just want forgiveness so we can look past that issue or whatever.
Yeah,
Forgiveness is really not for the other person; it's for you.
Yeah.
right.
Like that's one of the biggest things that we carry as a human being. And I'm gonna be honest, women, they carry it, but men, it weigh on us heavy because we don't have
Heavy.
an emotional outlet to let it go. And that's one of the craziest things. Forgiveness for us is moving on.
Yeah.
And we don't even think about it. And it don't even be on us until something come in and be like, oh yeah, I can't let that go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when you did such and such. We might not carry it like a woman, because a woman will hold a grudge like it ain't nothing. But a man, he'll keep on moving, and
Bro,
then he'll go back and pick it back up.
I think uh the freedom and forgiveness is super underrated.
No
Like
doubt.
Yeah,
I don't I think
No doubt.
sometimes the unforgiveness is rooted in pride too. Like, nah,
yeah,
bro, you don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? When who do deserve it? If we gonna make that a metric, who does deserve forgiveness,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
For the because like if we're gonna talk about it on the most minuscule level or in the grand scheme of things, somebody is always wrong in somebody somewhere, right? Somebody's always doing a disservice to somebody somewhere. That's why it's all like that's why it's mandatory because the God want to say, you know what I'm saying, forgive so you can be.
Yeah.
He want no God don't miss no words.
Yeah. No
You
doubt.
think what I'm saying? Because
don't miss
he
them, bro.
he knows what forgiveness comes with. Like he
Yeah.
know the peace that it provides,
Yeah.
and he know that you know what I'm saying, even your body is not equipped to deal
Deal
with
with
that
that.
type of stuff long term. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when Corey was just talking about But I don't want to misquote you.
You can rewind
But
it,
you know
bro.
what you know exactly what you just
He
said.
said you can rewind it. That boy said you can rewind this boy.
You can rewind it, you know.
Go back on that thing, bro.
Yeah.
Nah,
Bring him
that
out.
boy,
Come
that
on.
boy crazy, man. Hey, but ultimately, all I was saying though was, um, it's necessary.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
no doubt.
and
For
and
real.
we kind of relegated to being an option
Yeah.
when it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no
not
doubt.
supposed to
No
be.
doubt. Hey,
No.
Ralph. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on forgiveness, bro.
I think too many people take unforgiveness as a sign of weakness.
Mm.
Yeah, that's good, Ralph.
Come in
That's
throwing
what I
a
feel like.
Deontay Wilder blow.
Hey, it's funny. It's funny
Yeah.
you said that, Ralph. You got something else to say, bro?
No, I mean, like I said, I feel like they take unforgiveness as a sign of weakness, man. Not realizing that how greatly it would help them. You know what I'm saying? It would help them out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Uh, like you said, Corey, it's not for the person that you've forgiven, but it's for, you know what I'm saying? It's for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Once you forgive that person, all that weight will be lifted off of you because you sit up here carrying all type of anger and all type of mess because you don't want to forgive this dude or this woman or whatever the case may be. Um, I used to be like that too, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody somebody punched me in my face, bro. We going at it.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
I'm there.
Oh, he
Hey,
probably
And
still going in
hey,
Yeah,
yo,
I
and,
don't think I'm
I
there.
yo,
can't
hey,
forgive after I get my lick back.
until it's one hard thing for me to do. You know what I'm saying? Lord said, turn the other cheek and let him hit you in the other one. And I'm like, what?
Hey, I ain't got
Bro,
the
Mm,
like, hold
choice.
on.
Me and
Hey,
him gonna
hey,
have
bro.
a conversation at the pearly gates about that because I don't know.
Hey, man, it's gonna be
I know you don't make
the
no
laying on of
mistakes,
hands and feet.
Hey, bro.
I
Hell,
Hey,
just
what?
need him to know. You turn tables over. I'm gonna have to turn that other cheek on. Fuck you, brother.
Man, whoo.
Hey,
hell,
bro.
man.
Hey, Ralph, what's funny you say that? Not swinging on thing, because
I
that'll
mean,
start
I
a whole
forgive him.
nother pot. That's starting a whole nother podcast right there.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. Come
But
on, man.
but the unforgiveness, kind of like you saying, a sign of weakness. And as y'all been talking, I actually been thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Another podcast as usual. The joint called Tough Guys.
mm,
In a sense of, because I was talking to this dude at work. When was that? Yeah, yesterday. And I told him, I said, bro, the thing about a man raising a boy, you know what I'm saying, that's becoming a man, is that there has to be a delicate balance, because if there is not, then we are have the little boy overcompensating everything,
Yeah,
because his familiar uh him being so familiar with taking pain and holding it in. So everything, because like, you know what I'm saying, I was telling, when I was a kid, I get hurt, you know what I'm saying, I cut myself or something. I'm like a vampire that licking licking blood. You know what I'm saying? Try to be like a just a OG tough.
I'm talking
So
about. Yeah,
it's like, it's like uh that delicate balance of, like, not being over, or exerting more on one than the other, in the sense of, like, I got to be able to balance, to show. Because I was just using my son for example. I'm like, man, when he gets, sometimes when the pain is not as much as other times, I'm like, bro, just take it. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes when that pain look like that mug out of control, I gotta grab him and
yeah,
hold him
yeah,
and be like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got you, I got you. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's like I was telling him, it's that dance, that delicate balance of being able to know and move in almost in the accuracy of God's
Yeah,
will, and even getting, asking God to give you the discernment on how to do that delicate dance with the child. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like a lot of times I think I learned this from a young age how to internalize pain. You know what I'm saying? Like so every situation I come into it, I'm coming in, I'm bringing that pain with me. So now it's releasing out of me as anger and rage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have learned the art of hiding pain or concealing pain on the inside of me because I learned it from a young age on the outside.
Yeah.
So everything that associates pain, I learned to internalize it. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you can't
Right.
show no weakness. Kind of like what you just said, Ralph. That unforgiveness shows weakness. So now we don't want to get that unforgiveness because we too tough for that. Man, he gonna make me look like a chump, bro. I ain't gonna look like that. So now I'm back to my shell of internalizing that pain. So now
Yeah.
every situation I come into, I internalize it, and I take that pain. That pain come like you was talking about, fam. The how like the bitterness and all that stuff, it presents itself as, you know what I'm saying, heart palpitations, as you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, migraines. It's all these different ailments we have in our body. They have come into our body because we won't let go of certain stuff. And we've been, you know what I'm saying, we've been taught certain ways of how to do stuff. And now we relearning all this stuff.
Yeah.
So now and that's why I say all the time, like when we get in these type of conversations on the podcast, this is type of information I want to convey as far as the heart of God to men and women.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, to address these situations and see, like, bro, we once were here, but now we can talk about unforgiveness. Now we can talk about forgiving our brother. Now we can talk about, you know what I'm saying, I might need to go back and forgive whoever and ask for my forgiveness. We can talk about this stuff and we can see the manifestation of healing from each other and the people that we come in contact with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I
But
think
it
we was conditioned
Yeah,
to like prior to actually um getting educated on biblical masculinity, bro.
yeah,
Um, we were conditioned to be tough guys. Think about it, bro. All of our childhood hero, Rambo.
yep.
You know what I'm saying, bro? He in the middle of the jungle, no shirt on.
No sir, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't even, you know what I'm saying? All the pistols, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Terminators and, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Commandos. We brought up on the tough guys.
Tough
You know what
guys,
I'm
bro.
saying? Bro, I'm sitting back and I'm like, Kobe dislocated his finger in the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna
Pop
go
that mud
here
back.
right back in and go back in the game. You dig what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it was like, oh man, bro, if that's how you supposed to do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's okay, bro. You don't realize until you actually tap in and try to live based on scripture that
Yeah.
you find out then it's okay.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't I didn't want you to have to carry that burden all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause look, bro, David, bro, a whole month
Yeah.
cried when Jonathan got killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he wrote songs. That didn't all that he wasn't trying to play tough in the song.
Nah, man.
That
That boy
boy
was
was
letting it
working.
out.
You hear me? That boy, hey, these are my feelings. I ain't finna. He wasn't concerned about what other people thought
No.
about what he was writing.
Yeah.
You
but
dig what I'm
you
saying?
know
He
No
what,
wasn't
though,
doubt.
concerned
bro?
about his perception of being tough.
Yeah.
But us, hey, bro, you put your hands on me. You got to know something
Boy,
convict
ready to
me.
go to work.
You understand what I'm saying,
Hey,
bro?
but that made that. But I think what you just said, fam, was key though. That's what made David pen game so cold
Yeah,
because it was selfless.
yeah,
And it wasn't he wasn't worried about people's perception of him. Only person he worried about was God.
Mm-hmm.
So God had a empty container
I,
to constantly flow to. You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That boy David, that boy David didn't brag about being tough one time,
Oh,
not
Yeah.
once.
oh,
Saul heard other folks bragging about him being tough
yeah,
and became threatened by it.
yeah.
He took offense
Yeah.
to it.
Offense to it,
Why, bro? They still said you killed thousands.
man.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no doubt. Yeah, Yeah.
Look, bro, we just being 100, bro. The person at the end of the Chicago Bulls bench is not about to be Michael Jordan.
No.
But he's still on the Chicago Bulls bench.
Already.
I can't do nothing with it.
Well, I think we.
You see what I'm saying? So, bro, you got you. I don't. I just don't. I think that's one of those those elements where you have to find yourself and build a man, like where it doesn't always have to be me comparing myself to make myself feel lesser.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Just
nah, bro.
man,
Eventually, I get there.
fam, just being available, bro.
Come on, man.
Like I'm just God. I'm just available. Like, and I think that if we would walk in, if we would always believe was get into God's presence and just say that,
Man.
like I'm available to, I'm open to whatever, whatever you want to do with me, God. I'm available. I'm not worried about what you know. What I'm saying what Ralph gift, Corey gift, Bam gift. I'm available.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm an empty container. I'm an empty vessel. Like I said, that's what made David pen game so cold, bro. Because everything was aimed at the heart of God. Everything I got in me is aimed at your heart. So God, and everything I got is because of you.
Man.
So
That's
use me in every in any way you want to use me. So I'm available. I'm open. I'm an open vessel, man. I'm man.
That's why he was a bro. That's why he was also one of the ones that we capture as a worshiper
Yeah.
yeah.
because of his availability. You
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like he wasn't looking to be the king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing what his assignment was. So I'm
Woo.
available for my assignment.
Yeah.
And in the midst of me doing my assignment, God seen my heart to
Yeah.
be able to, because the Bible says David was a man after God's
Yeah.
own heart.
Yeah.
Because why? I'm pursuing this thing that I know you to be.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how to do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
hard for me as any man because, like Bam just said a few minutes ago, that pride situation. We don't
Yeah.
know how to put our pride aside to allow God to come in and say, God, I don't know how to do this by myself. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't be a good father. You can't be a good brother, a good uncle, a good grandfather, a good cousin, or whoever you need to be until you put that mindset aside and say, God, I need you to teach me. I don't need another group of men to keep on teaching me. Yes, you will use them as conduits to show me how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
Like
Yeah.
you'll put the right people in my path. But what I'm saying is, God, I need you to be the one to instruct me and show me who those people are. Give me the ability to be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Man.
if not, what we as a human
Woo.
being will do, we'll pattern
Man.
after behaviors that ain't even tailored to what he wants to put on the inside of us, which will make us have a generational curse or be a generation of people that is patterning after something he don't even want. But this is what he's saying. He said, I need you to allow me to lead you and guide you. You know what I'm saying? Because each
Yeah.
one of y'all, my brother, I can take something from each one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I know
Yeah.
what to leave at the table to say that's only personally for Kendrick, Ralph, or
Man.
Bam. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
know what to take from y'all and be like, okay, that's something that I can add to me. I don't need to throw the whole baby out with the bathwater because I feel like what Bam talking about ain't for me. What Ralph talking about ain't for me. What Keith talking about ain't for me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I can take each one of y'all and say, man, I can take that and add to my life. I can take this and add to my life. I'd say this all the time, and I'll never forget it. Bam told me something one time, and it stuck with me it's been sticking with me for I don't know how long about the truth. When you don't tell somebody the truth, you hurt them from being able to make a decision
Yeah.
based off of the information that you gave them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
tell them the truth, then they make a decision. So that's something that he gave me that stuck to my life and that
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
Never
You
let
know what
go.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that part makes me a better man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No doubt.
That part makes and equip me to become the man that I need to be. I'm called to be. This modern day society where we teach people, oh, I'm gonna make you be a man. I'm showing you how to be a man. You can't make me be a man because if you don't know who God is, you
Right.
can't show me what a
No.
man is because you don't first of all know the structure and the concept of what a man's supposed to be. The
That's a fact.
species spirit. You don't know what it takes for the ingredients for me to be the man that I need to be. So you trying to be hard on me. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother used to beat me up and say, "Oh, this making you tough." No, that making me envious and hateful of who you are as an individual, and thinking that this abuse is supposed to make me be a man. That's not making me become a man. Just say you want to beat me up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what we need to do is learn how to be able to go back to the creator to understand the creation so that I can be the model and the representation of what he told me to be. All that other stuff, it ain't doing nothing but taking away from our creation.
You know what? That was the primary difference between Saul and David.
Yeah.
See, bro, you ain't never read about Saul getting one of his soldiers' girl pregnant and then putting him on the front line. You did read that about David.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? You ain't never read about, you know what I'm saying, the flaws that David had, that Saul had. But Saul, his concern was the position.
Yeah.
David was like, God, take the position, don't take you.
Yeah, no doubt. No
I
doubt.
lay this down. I don't care nothing about this part.
Yeah, man.
You can have it.
Yeah.
But I need this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the primary difference, bro. And like we were just talking about, bro. Even folks can develop offenses against you to where you don't owe them you don't owe them forgiveness.
Yeah.
Right? They owe you forgiveness, but it manifests in anger in them. The point, David ain't had nothing to do with getting chose.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Hear this man, hear David name it, chunking spears at him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? David minding his business because he came into the situation with a heart for God.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Man,
y'all gonna let this uncircumcised Philistine talk crazy, bro? We the people of the Most High. You know what I mean?
his heart posture made put poison in the mouth of Saul, bro.
Say, man.
Cause what's the joint say? Apart from me, what, bro?
You do nothing.
Check this out, and that's David. That's David theme song. Apart from me, that was his theme scripture.
Yeah.
But Saul's theme scripture was, "Here's a part of me."
Oh.
And a lot of times that's what we do. Here's a part of me.
Yeah.
The Bible said, apart from him, we can do nothing.
Yeah.
David understood that. That's why we got that's why we got Psalms running on a buffet at Golden Corral. He done wrote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's the apart. We give him a part of us.
Man.
So now my unforgiveness, I won't give it up.
Man.
And we are held hostage trying to we're trying to heal a spiritual condition with physical medicine. So I'm trying to heal your physical condition. I mean, your spiritual condition, which is physical.
Yeah.
So I'm meeting physical with spiritual, and I'm never and all I'm doing is masking. I'm masking the hurt for a moment.
Yeah.
But not dealing with the root of the issue. It's kind of like treatments.
You treating the symptom.
You know what I'm saying? You go for treatments. You don't go for the cure. And that's like, even, you know what I'm saying, you talk about the government or whatever. That's a lot of times how America operates. We want patience. We always want you in that condition. And a lot of times us as a whole, we don't even realize that we'll take up on that same mentality.
Yeah, spiritually.
Yeah, no doubt. We want patience.
Yeah.
We don't want the one with the issue of blood.
Yeah.
Cured. We wanna mask that pain that she has.
Yeah.
We'll show you how to treat that pain.
Man.
We'll show you how to cover up that pain. We'll give you 12 steps to cover that pain up.
Bro, if we ever tap into that, the church will go from a building full of patients to a building full of doctors. All right, let me show y'all this
boy.
Take it outside.
Yeah, that boy ain't never said nothing.
Come on, man. Go from a beautiful, cause look,
man,
every time I sit back and I think about it, bro, you know what I mean? We had this conversation a long time ago. Matter of fact, you just mentioned it. The invisible realm actually has dominion, and it actually dictates the physical realm.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right?
Yeah.
And the ignorance of the that information in between is what causes most folks to fall off the map that they know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why guys say, man, them boys' hearts don't feel them.
Man.
They don't recognize you ain't even looking for the symptom. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna cure the cause and you ain't even looking for the symptom? You don't, because you don't even know it's a symptom.
Man.
You dig what I'm saying? So that's the my people perish
boy
for lack of knowledge.
Yeah, y'all boys starting to pull back them layers now. Them layers get pulled back now, bro. Man, them layers get pulled
honestly, bro, this is the best part of having brothers though.
No doubt.
Because who else I'm gonna tell this to?
No doubt. No doubt.
You sit back and you look at the situation for what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it really when you have these type of opportunities to share and glean from, it put it in HD for you.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So you go to work and you be like, oh no, bro, you ain't sick because of this.
Yeah.
You sick. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, my stomach hurt. Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. All you do is sit up and mean mug all day.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, you want to talk about it? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? No, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? All right, okay. Let them ulcers keep. You're gonna be taking Xanax and everything, yeah.
But you know what, bro? We don't talk about these type of issues like what you were saying. Like we mask those over so much to make stuff so much of a bigger problem than what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't move on not because
man, y'all boy got me going.
Somebody doing me wrong. I mean, I'm not put that wrong. I can't move on because of a demon.
Yeah.
I can't move on because I don't know how to forgive the person that I actually got an issue with. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to blame it on a demonic spirit, or we wanted to blame it on all of this other stuff. But the truth of the matter is, no, you got some emotions and stuff that's going on with you, and if you ain't careful, the spirit that you blaming it on is going to actually be something that's going to come in and latch on to you. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to be careful what we give room for the enemy. That's why the Bible says don't give room to the enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we actually give him room because of what's on the inside of us. We allow that kind of stuff to happen. Because even while we was talking about David and Saul, even with David had to be persistent with his relationship with Saul to be in a position where I can't handle you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because not only is this going to come against my position or my ability to move into what God promised me to be in, this is going to make the work much harder if I put my hands on you, if I talk about you, if I mishandle you. You know what I'm saying? Even with Joseph, you know what I'm saying? Like Joseph was even in a position where even though I was mishandled, I can't talk about, I can't do, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I know we talk about how Joseph told them the dream, but that was even the sign of God saying, I need you to tell them to the dream because I need to put you in a position so that whenever you get put in that position, I can turn you into whatever I showed you. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it. Joseph should have never told his brothers the dream, but if Joseph would have never told his brothers and them the dream, he would have never got through in the pit. If he never got through in the pit, he would have never got to the palace. If he never got to the palace, he would have never been able to reign in the palace like he was assigned to, even with that position. So what I'm saying is, everything it has its assignment. So you can't get through out of position based off of the emotions of what you feel, because you will alter that position and it'll make it take longer.
Man.
Corey, in both accounts.
Huh?
The people that were the actual victims didn't have nothing to do with what God gave to them, and were ridiculed for it, bro. Think about it. It's like, bro, David was so locked in to his adoration of God that he wouldn't touch something that God anointed. That same thing that was trying to kill him, he wouldn't kill because, and if you violated and killed it, they was gonna kill you.
Yep.
Hey, you remember when Buddy came and brought him the crown? He said, so how you get it? Oh, okay. So yeah, you killed him. Hey, off this guy.
Yeah.
For touching God's anointed.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So David had that type of respect, right?
Yeah.
Pope Joseph, he was just happy to share with the people that he thought loved him the most.
Yeah. No doubt.
Ended up putting him in prison.
Yeah.
But ended up saving the whole
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I don't even know if that was obedience.
Yeah.
That was just what they call it ain't manifest, it's providence.
Yeah.
God just was like, look, this is how we gonna run this play.
Man.
You gonna get over here, this gonna happen to you. You gonna get over there, that's gonna happen to you. But at the same time, bro, all this happening, the man ain't say nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Man.
And the tripped out part about that is Buddy was so tapped in with God that everywhere he went that was rough, he made the whole place get blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna prosper. You gonna prosper just by being in the same building with this guy.
Man. And the crazy part, bro, I wanna circle back to when we talking about the sick people, unforgiveness in the spiritual and the physical joint.
Yeah.
When the crazy part is we have people who, you know what I'm saying, because I've done it, held you know what I'm saying, not wanting to forgive, so I'm holding it in against somebody else. But at the same time, and I wrote this down while y'all was talking, you have those two dynamics, but then you have the people who don't want the condition to change.
Yeah.
And they are willing, and a lot of times if especially preachers are not careful, they become those wicked vessels or wicked doctors of not wanting the condition to change, of being a medical wizard on preparing pills that mask the unforgiveness.
Yeah. So
it's like thinking about that middleman and deliverance not even coming from either party,
right?
And them holding or withholding information on freeing you, because a lot of times I remember, like y'all know, when I had got sick crazy back in the Gap, man, and I was going to doctor, and I came to the conclusion is that that they didn't want me to get healed. They just wanted to keep treating me. They just wanted me to keep coming back, cause so they would always have a patient.
Right.
It wasn't it wasn't until I took it upon myself to go outside of them, outside of the people who so called had the information for me. And I started getting the information on my own.
Right.
And I'm like, there has to be a way for me to get totally delivered from this.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until, like I said, I took it upon myself to go outside of that and find basically true deliverance from the situation. Cause I was like, I can't find it here. I can't find it from y'all constantly just giving me the runaround, giving me the same stuff, and I feel within myself that it's not working.
The
But then,
expert.
but then, fam, I had to do what we talked about. I had to go tell my dad I love him, holding it in. I had to go to some people and say forgive me. You know what I'm saying? I had to go ask for forgiveness. I had to go back and I had to do certain stuff because I was like, this is not this stuff is from childhood. Some of this stuff, some of
Right.
this stuff I've been carrying my whole life. Some of this stuff is generational, and I had to come to God, and He had to tell me that this stuff was generational.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Then you had to, and then like say, like you said, fam, talking about us not having this information back then, but now we have the information.
For sure.
So now we, you know what I'm saying, we applying the information that we do have. So now we can not be the cats carrying that wood, keep bringing that wood. Them cheaters keep running that wood back in the crib.
Yeah.
Now we can be like, bro, throw that joint in the furnace, man.
Hey, I got a question for the group, bro. So the guys that the spiritual doctors, right?
Yeah.
They want the patients,
Yeah.
right? Could it be that they want the patients because they lack the trust in God to provide the need, provide provision for the need? Because doctors in the physical, the reason why they want patients is because they know that the patient keeps coming back, we keep getting paid.
Yeah, no doubt.
So on the flip side of that, it feels like in that same lane right there, hey man, if don't nobody show up, I ain't gonna be able to live the lifestyle that I want to live, right?
Yeah.
When the mentality should be God gonna provide whether it's 1 or 1,000.
Yeah, no doubt.
You dig
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So could it be that that's the case? They don't trust God themselves.
Yep.
And
I mean,
moving out of emotion, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, because honestly,
That pride.
um,
Yeah.
you can get caught up in an emotional type of high
Yeah.
because of the
Man.
feeling and the stuff that it comes from. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like
Yeah.
I know for even myself, it feels you feel some type of way when your filters don't get fluffed. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like that. I don't know if, and I didn't believe it until like I started looking at some folks that does like psychiatry and stuff. But it is really something called the superhero complex. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
where I got to put you in a position where you need to be saved. I got to put you in a position where you need to be taken out of. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
we don't, and even from a
Man.
ministerial position,
Yeah.
um, there are angles where God will give you certain things that will tailor to people, but those should not be corporate messages. Let me
Yeah.
put it like that. That's why when Christ was teaching, he taught something called the kingdom
Yeah.
because it was tailored and positioned for everybody to be able to understand what they needed
Ooh.
so that they can have the strength to be able to fight and deal with the
Man.
stuff that they need.
Yeah.
That's why we got to get out of this 3 points and a poem type of rhythm of ministry and
Yeah.
start getting back to the kingdom. Because
Yeah.
the good news of the kingdom, the
Yeah.
good news of the kingdom brings about a manifestation of the change that needs to be ratified in your life. You can't keep on teaching me kingdom and thinking that kingdom has to do with me being enslaved to a religion, a tradition, and a phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? Kingdom
Yeah.
doesn't have a lot of this what we're doing because I said this Sunday our traditions and stuff where we were trying to run away because we thought it was enslaving young people. Young people are running toward it now and they're practicing it and they're not afraid of it. Baptism used to be something that we say we don't have to do no more because we've been baptized of the Spirit. Young people are practicing it, then going out doing the same thing that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? It's a fad. It's a moment that I can post on social media. It's something that looks good. It's not transforming me from the
Man.
inside in because really to tell you the truth, before I got baptized, this was what I was taught and this is what I believe. That when I got baptized, that was a signature of what was
Yeah.
happening on the inside of me manifesting on the outside of me. You know what I'm saying? Praise breaks used to is one of the biggest fads in the church right now. But praise is the manifestations of what happened on the inside of me coming outward. We don't express that anymore. So what we do is we are teaching a whole bunch of phenomenal things that has nothing to do with changing and transforming the mind and the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like what you just said, Bam, our churches, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it because it makes them draw attention away. Because this has nothing, because let me tell you something. This has nothing about your pastor driving a Cadillac, a Mercedes, a BMW, none of that. This has nothing to do with that because I believe in prosperity, in the kingdom, that God will bring you to that place. Because I'm just not gonna live low just because it's gonna satisfy you not talking about me. I'm just not gonna do it. If he blessed me to do it, then I'm gonna do it. Now I ain't gotta live off you in order to do it because he'll give me the avenue to do it. But what I'm saying is I don't have to depend on making you feel good and giving you a message. And this ain't about a brimstone and a hellfire type of message. This is about giving you the kingdom, teaching you who you are. Like what we're doing tonight, this is getting us back to the source. Forgiveness is teaching you how to get back to the source of who you are, because unforgiveness will make you act and do some stuff that ain't in your character, ain't in your nature, make you respond and do things that is not even just what we talking about biblical. It's not in the mandate of what God wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? Love covers a multitude of sin. I ain't got to keep on trying to bring a Bam situation to make him feel bad. Let me cover my brother. Let me stand with my brother. The worst thing that we can do is sometimes we can run away from a person because they don't have a downfall and they don't mess up. This is not that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to be the one poked out and looked at. No, you hanging around with him. He ain't this. He ain't that. That ain't my priority. This is my brother. You know what I'm saying? And I take that serious when I call you my brother, because this is what I'm gonna say. When I call you my brother, you know what hurts me.
Right.
You know what makes me feel bad. And you ain't trying to make me be in that state. And I ain't calling you my brother because you tell me everything that I want to hear. I'm calling you my brother because even when I'm out of alignment, you'll come and say, hey, Corey, man, you need to chill out on that. That ain't who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know me and you know my character.
Right. But I honestly think that when it comes to stuff like that, it almost seems as if what we started off with was people are super ready to say stuff like it don't take all that on the positive side.
Yeah.
But you willing to go overboard to make somebody feel bad enough for them to come back next Sunday.
Yeah.
Because you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And some of y'all out there doing this stuff. It ain't never me. It ain't never me, right?
Already.
It ain't never
You
what I'm
spitting
dealing
fire,
with.
my brother.
Hey, I don't know who else is dealing with this.
Yeah.
But this is what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? Or it ain't never, hey, God telling me, you know what I'm saying, that I need to say this.
Yeah.
It's the very thing that we deal with, like, I don't know, bro. I'm just gonna be obedient. You rarely get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, don't get me wrong, bro. I got kids and everything. Of course, I want something.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the minute you start overhyping it,
yeah, no doubt.
I just can't stay. I can't stay.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's bigger fish to fry. You mean
Yeah, no
tell
doubt.
me you gonna tell me, hey, your harvest coming, and I got a kid that's dealing with something.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm the lady, right? You know what I'm saying? I gotta get these demons
Demon
out.
possessed
I ain't trying
already.
to hear nothing about no chick right now.
Nah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hear nothing about no chick right now. Help me get these demons gone.
Yeah, right.
You dig what I'm saying?
I was asleep.
Yeah. After that, show me how to run my sack up.
Already. Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna need it. Just like bro, just like we need to feed each other here.
Yeah.
I need to be able to say, Corey Congress, boom. Hey bro, I need you. Say less.
Yeah.
Corey call. Key call Corey. Hey, bro, I need you. I got you.
Yeah.
Ref, I call Ref. Hey, bro, I need you. I got you.
No
I'm
doubt.
on the flight to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Ref.
Yep. I'm on it.
He said, hey, fam, I think this a lot of it, man. A lot of it is that people are being served they're being served living water out of dirty mugs with cracks in them.
Come on, man.
So you got, like we talked about that time with the water. We got unfiltered water being served being served to the congregants.
Man.
So
Yeah.
so you got, you know what I'm saying, you got, like you say, you overhyping the cheese
Yeah.
and you overhype it. You saying all y'all going to hell in this joint. You know what I'm saying? You going off the rails in that mug. You know what I'm saying?
Open
But
up
it
Revelation.
open open it up, bro. Turn that
Burn
mug
them
up.
up, burn them up, burn them
We we,
up.
we got we got we got to what your boy on Living Color, 5 months and Bill in the joint. We got
But say,
we
let
got
me show you something.
so we got living water being poured in the dirty mugs, but
Yeah.
not understanding that before the mug is well, when the mug is formed, before it's put to use, that mug is put to the fire.
Come on, man.
And I think a lot of times the fire gonna test the quality, and it's gonna test the resistance.
Them dirty mugs gonna be clean on the
Gonna
outside.
be clean. Boy, and
Clean
I
on the
think
outside, clean on the inside.
I think a lot of times, bro, that's what boys boys get cleaned up on the outside, but standing there a little longer gonna get it clean on the inside.
Come
But
on.
but a lot of time
Yeah.
that fire gets so hot, we running up out that thing on the we cool with the outside being clean, but in the
Yeah.
inside,
Now I gotta go.
it's taking a little bit too much time to get clean on the inside. So we serving people unfiltered water.
Man.
And
Bro.
what's up? Go ahead,
No,
Corey.
I said I was just gonna say go back to bro a while ago. I'm telling you, I'm gonna perfect that concerning these
Concerning you, bro. And that's why I say what
fire
it say.
comes with perfection.
We are all we are vessels
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
treasure. You know what I'm saying? We all have that, bro. And I think like you say tonight, boys are pouring out the treasure on the inside.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
by us being full, and it's crazy. I don't even want to go on this whole tangent, but it's crazy how it says that about us vessels. You know what I'm saying, with the treasure, basically earthen vessels.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Satan had all these jewels on him. So it's like taking his position and God using us to become like David, worshipers.
Well, you about to take it down the rabbit hole. You
But yeah, man, I ain't gonna even do it though. But man, yeah, man, y'all. Before we get out of here, man, y'all already know I always have some. We finna do a quick round robin, man, on basically on just like just a 20, I'm gonna say 15, 20 second, 30 second joint on just like tonight. And if like you said, fam, if you got anything on your heart, heavy that God's telling you to say, you know you can't carry it, then say it. I'm gonna go and start it off, man. I'm gonna say for me, man, tonight it was just like I told y'all from the jump, this crumbs joint, this was for me, bro.
Mm.
It was it's like when I read that passage of scripture, that mother was like, it spoke to me like personally, because a lot of times you can have dreams, God can give you all this revelation on stuff,
Right.
and you become almost enamored with that. But it's like when I read about the woman being satisfied with the crumbs, it spoke to me, and basically it was like, bro. And hold on, before I say that, it's like I see so much. It's like I see. I ain't gonna say I see the ending, but I see like what's already basically what God got for me. I see it already. I see that much. It's like I can almost taste it, bro. That's how close it is. But it's like the Corey, like you're doing the process. It's like going through that process and me backtracking or quitting or giving up or saying, God, man, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. I'm just done with it.
Right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? When I read the woman with the crumbs, when she said, even the dogs wait for the crumbs to fall from the master's table. I think for me, I got tonight, I got satisfied with the crumbs, bro, because they hold the same ingredients as the whole loaf of bread.
That's good, bro.
Whoever wanted, bro, y'all got it.
I actually had two things, bro. The first one was when we started talking about the zeal.
Yeah.
For us as a group to and I'm gonna give it to you like I hear it, bro. To make sure that we make mention of one another when we go to petition God, that the fire somebody's always adding a log to the fire.
Yeah, no doubt.
We ain't just chopping woods. Like somebody, one of us for the group, throw a log out there, right? And the other thing is it's actually I got being mindful to always, whatever the case may be, if it's the most minute thing or if it's the most like massive thing, right? To acknowledge God. We talked about David tonight, and that's what triggered it. To always, whatever the case may be, acknowledge God first and wait for direction. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's easy to feel like sometimes the water can get murky, bro. Whereas you done got so comfortable that you convinced that God told you to do it when it was you telling you to do it, but it felt like it was a God move. You dig what I'm saying? Because you didn't feel like you was going against the grain, but it ain't always like the right time to make the right move.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, like that's pretty much it, bro. Just making sure that the whole in all thy ways acknowledge me, and don't lean to your own understanding, and I'll direct your path situation.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like it's not depending on like what level of life you're in. The crumbs be just as fulfilling as the whole loaf. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes, like I said, depending on what level of life you're in, God will only give you, the crumbs because that's all He feels that you will be able to handle right. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
That milk. That boy talking about that milk.
Yeah, that's good enough for you at this point in time. Because if He gives you the whole loaf right then, you're gonna mess it all up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna destroy it, man. You know what I'm saying? So He's like, yo, I'm not gonna give you the whole loaf. You just take these crumbs, and that'll be enough for you right there, because that's what you can handle right now.
No doubt.
That's good, bro. My grace is sufficient.
Well, look at your neighbor and say, "I'm a crumb snatcher."
Neighbor.
Crumb snatcher.
No, bro. Like Yeah, I'm a Crumbs snatcher. No, bro. Like tonight, we hit some heavy components, but even people might think this is awkward, but like even on the part we started talking about forgiveness, all I could hear was, if you want to ask me from anything, you got to have forgiveness in your heart. You know what I'm saying? The scripture
Yeah.
talks about that. You got to forgive. And I think that all tied together, with the woman that was coming and asking Jesus for this miracle to take place in her life, you know, there has to be some forgiveness in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even believe that she had to forgive herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to forgive myself. I got to forgive my daughter because I realized that the actions that she was acting out of, it wasn't herself.
Yeah.
I'm not putting the blame on something, but I'm actually coming to the realization that she wasn't born like this. She
Yeah.
wasn't, you know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
didn't come in this world like this. And so I need to forgive her, the acts that don't took place. I need to forgive her for holding my life hostage. I need to forgive myself for letting myself go this long without being able to ask this thing, um, because this is where I'm at, even with my own self, that it's not too late. Whatever God got to get to you, He's gonna get it to you no
No
matter
doubt.
what. You know
No
what I'm
doubt.
saying?
No doubt.
That the manifestations of what He's about to reveal to you or show forth is because you diligently have sought after Him, regardless of whatever, and whatever I got to sacrifice won't be mean nothing to the obedience of what He tell me to do, because man, that one move that He tell me is gonna make everything worth the wait.
Mm.
Man, that's cold.
Hmm.
Bro,
It's gonna be worth the wait.
you know what's crazy about forgiveness, bro? Uh, the very thing that I was thinking when you were saying that was, uh, Jesus wasn't telling them boys, uh, you heal. Jesus was saying your sins are forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what brought the healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Insane, bro. Whole thing we been talking about.
Man, bro. I wish I'd have thought about that so we can went down that rabbit hole
About
hours
them
ago.
pills. Talking my boy having ailments.
Come on, man.
Uh,
Ooh, bro. We was talking about that and didn't even realize it.
I know.
not even realizing.
Yeah.
That just show you that endless layers of the word.
Come
Yeah.
on,
It
Doc.
all ties together.
All
Yeah,
times, yeah, the
yeah.
endless. Oh man, our hearts and minds are clear for
Yep.
real
Hey,
in this
come
joint.
on, man.
Till we meet
What?
again, y'all know what this
What?
is.
Sure.